And we back. Pascal Siakam was traded to the Indiana Pacers. Let's complete the rebuild. I talked about it on my podcast, so the link will be in the description if you want to hear my full, complete thoughts about the trade. But the team looks kind of good. I'm recording this right after the trade happened, so I had to import it myself. And guess what? This is one of the few trades that happen in real life that both teams agreed to in 2K. Whoa! 3 first-round picks, a 2024 first-rounder that is unprotected from the Pacers, a 2024 first-rounder that is the worst swap of like the Thunder and then the Clippers and stuff, a 2026 that is top 4 protected, but in 2K they don't do top 4 protected, and then a Bruce Brown and Jordan Nwora for Pascal Siakam. Now, obviously, Kira Lewis Jr. is a part of this deal with the Pelicans, but they ain't got nothing to do with me. So right now, the Pacers have Tyrese Halliburton out with an injury, but he should be back in a week or so, but they got some talent in the dough. The first game of the I was going to say the boys playing together, but I guess they're not playing together. The first game of the Pascal Siakam era here in Indianapolis, sees Pascal drop 13, 6, and 3. Now, if you watch my video earlier this week, we traded for Pascal and he didn't resign. Well, resigning Pascal is a huge, huge thing in this video. I don't even know what happens if he goes to go somewhere else, but I guess it's a possibility, man. It's a possibility that he does not re-sign. Now, as far as other trades, I don't believe there is one for me to do this season. I mean, this is the trade. You know, a lot of people might be looking at Buddy Hield because he's on the last year of his contract. They might want to move him. And I'm kind of okay with keeping Buddy and maybe doing like a sign and trade in the offseason or something. But Buddy provides so much space into the team that I'm not even thinking about potentially moving him. We got to keep him on the roster because he just adds that space. And we do see TJ McConnell go down with an injury and Isaiah Jackson. So 2K simulation injuries back at it again. But as boring as it is, we're not doing any more trades because Tyrese is back. Okay, so first game with Tyrese for real. Yeah, I'm not doing any more trades. I'm just going to let this year be the year. We'll see what they do. And then this offseason is when we really start to put stuff together, hopefully. First game is a win. And we see Tyrese with 42 and 14 and Pascal with 19, 5, and 5. Yeah, that duo is going to be kind of crazy. Pascal's a stud. Obviously, Tyrese is too. Let's just go to the playoffs because we should be able to retain our playoff spot. Right now, we are the 4th seed, which is dope. We've jumped over the Miami Heat and the Cavaliers. Hopefully, we keep this home court advantage in the first round. Would be kind of dope. Luka is the league MVP. Victor Wembanyama is Rookie of the Year. Russell Westbrook's Expanded of the Year. I like that. Wemby also wins DPOY Rook, and then Jalen Johnson always wins Most Improved. Steph Curry's Clutch Player of the Year. Nick Nurse wins Coach of the Year. And yeah. Okay, Indiana Pacers. All-NBA second team for Tyrese. 24, 12, 4.5-ish rebounds, 50, 40, 90. He ended up 50, 40, 90. That's insane. Cool. Playoffs, obviously, right? 5 seed. So we did not retain home court advantage in the first round. That's okay. I feel like we can beat the Heat in a 7-game series. If you want to see Pascal's stats today, 20 points per game, 5 assists, 6.5 rebounds. We got Aaron Nesmith upset about some stuff. Okay, Aaron Nesmith, I'll keep that in mind. We also see Jalen Smith kind of upset with the way things are going. I'll keep that in mind too. I'll be moving on to my new team next season. Well, my treatment lately, what treatment? What treatment? Is he? Oh, he's not playing. Well, yeah, he's not playing. I mean, we traded for a power forward, and we already got a power forward right here in Obi Toppin as a backup. So, yeah, Jalen Smith kind of is an odd man now. Whatever though. We'll cross that bridge once we get there. Do we need to resign? Do we need to trade? You don't really know. But here's the Miami Heat. Same roster. They're completely healthy this time around. No big trades, at least in their starting lineup. That means Jaime Jaquez is coming off the bench, so that's decent. They win game 1. Jaime, why am I care about Jaime? I don't know. They win game 1 in our first game. Pascal filled the stat sheet a little bit, not the impact we expect. And then Tyrese had a really bad game. He even fouled out at 30 minutes. So I know it's a double-double, but 4 of 12 and a foul out is a bad game. Game 2, we lose 2. So they retain home court advantage. I'm going to try to be proactive and shorten the rotation to just 8. Who did I just see upset too? Aaron Nesmith is upset, bro. I really like Aaron Nesmith as a player too. So the fact that we might have to trade him because he's upset in 2K terms is really mad. Because, I mean, I don't know Aaron Nesmith personally, but I assume that based on where he come from and stuff, he's not finna be upset if he not getting super touches if we're in the playoffs. You feel me? Tyrese had another really bad scoring night. He had 15 assists and we won, so I guess you can't be too mad. We're up 3-2 now. All right, we done came back. Can we win it though? We do win the first round. Legendary closeout game for Tyrese, 38 and 10. Pascal, again, maybe not having his best game. 5 turnovers and 4 assists. I hate that. The 1-seeded 76ers are down. I repeat, the 1-seeded 76ers. The 2-seeded Boston Celtics are down. Yo, there's a war where you win a championship. The Bucks are down. Every single lower seed won here. And almost every single lower seed won out west. We have a chance to win a championship. Atlanta is in the second round. Did they make any changes? No, they still got DeJounte Murray and everything. There's a chance we're in the finals, bro. I'm thinking too far ahead. We still got to beat these teams, but we win the first game. Now we have home court advantage for the rest of the Eastern Conference. We lose game 2 behind a Trae Young nasty game. Y'all know how Trae Young be doing. Game 3, we lose 2. What am I thinking? So I think we go to the Atlanta Hawks and we don't have a ton of perimeter defenders on the team. That's one thing we need to address eventually. I guess we put Benedict Mathurin on Trae Young. That's our best real option. Game 4, we lose 2. Trae Young is unstoppable. 43, 6-9, 10 made threes. And yes, we stay alive. 31-point win. I got to shorten the rotation. It's like win or go home. We go home. Wow. It was available for us and we fumbled. The Knicks are in the finals to go against the Suns. And the Knicks win the championship. New York, do you see that? It's possible. It is possible. Wow. All right. Well, that's cool, though. We didn't do any trades or nothing, so it would have been weird to win a championship year number 1. I'll be honest with you. We don't have a first-round pick this year, but I think we have a second, and we will be using that. You never really know what's going to come with those picks. And I didn't do any scouting. I see 7-2 center with the 54th overall pick. He probably not going to actually make the roster, but oh, no, he's definitely not making the roster. Hey, it was a 55th overall pick. Who knows? So Jalen Smith declined his option. Our priority right now is bringing in Pascal, keeping him. I'll give him this. He's got 0 offers right now. We got to keep it that way. I want to keep all of these guys. I low-key want to keep them all and then use them in future trades, I guess. So I'm going to try to keep the cap hold on all of them. Even Buddy Hield's $28 million, which is crazy. In reality, Buddy only wants 7. I'll do that. And Jalen is not interested at all. So it is what it is. If I would have known that, I might have moved Jalen. I had no idea he'd be upset with everything. I would love to sign him and use him as a trade chip, but he is not really interested at all. So, it is what it is. Looking across the association, trying to figure out what is our next move to hit the next step. Now, the problem is in the offseason, everybody's buying or, contending or something. So it's going to be hard to pull off a trade. I wonder if there's any team that, is targeting our people. Hey, look, the Lakers want the guy that we just released the free agency from the draft. Good luck getting him, man. So I'm looking at that to see if there's anybody from our teams that might be available. Or everybody wants LeBron James and James Harden. Everybody wants LeBron James and James Harden. Or Jonas Valanciunas. And Malik Monk. Those are the very few people that people are looking at, which is kind of interesting, I guess. I think it might be just a bug, a glitch or whatever. But yeah, okay. So we'll bring back Buddy and hopefully Obi Toppin. Obi's just going to have to sign here on a qualifier because we don't have the money to give him the money he wants. But nobody else, yeah, there we go. Nobody else offered him a contract, so he's back on a qualifier. Here is the progression. Surprise, Pascal didn't regress. I'll take that. We get +2 for Ben, +2 for Tyrese, +1 for Obi, -2 for Buddy, -2 for TJ. That sucks. And then Jarris jumps up too. He's only 20 years old, so we got a lot of time to let Jarris progress, I guess. But to see TJ McConnell drop sucks because TJ's been such a staple for this city for a couple years now. He's probably getting moved. I'll be honest with you. He's probably getting moved. We're going to let the season start, and we're going to see how the year unfolds before we make the decision on who we're trying to trade for. Starting lineup is exactly the same. I might even make it so that a guy like Aaron Nesmith gets the touches he wants because we kind of need Aaron Nesmith, I think. And I can't let him be upset and ruin all the team chemistry. I also want to see Tyrese's shot attempts go up, even though he's more of a playmaker. And I want Pascal to go up too. So everybody should be interested in scoring the basketball. First game of the season's a win. We were going to be trying to, let me see, what contracts are we trying to trade away? Miles, if we're not trying to trade Miles, we're going to see what his market is like. We are looking for Obi potentially on the move with TJ McConnell and Buddy Hield, that's what, $26 million, which is not too bad. But I do want to see if we can extend Miles beforehand. Miles is ineligible for an extension, was the original length of the contract. All right, whatever. We tried. I looked across the association. Right now, we're playing really well with 34-17. We're the 2 seed. Again, I wanted to be biased, but if you take a look across the association, it's not a lot of teams that are selling or rebuilding that have things that we want. I'm mostly thinking about upgrading our... Oh, wait, Devin Vassell. Devin Vassell's a guy I would add to the list. I was immediately thinking about shooting guard. But Benedict Mathurin can run the 2 as well. So actually, I could be thinking about small forwards too. And now that opens things up a little bit more. Yeah, it's still kind of rough with that in mind. Desmond Bane, we don't have the assets to get Desmond Bane without giving up somebody that we really care about. Brandon Miller is on his 2nd year. They're not giving up Brandon Miller. The Knicks won a championship. Now they're rebuilding. OG Anunoby is out here. He signed a contract. He's only scoring 11 a game for $20 million. I probably don't want to do that, even though his defense is well. I had Austin Reeves on my list. He's probably easier to trade for. 26 years old, under contract for the next couple seasons. Franz Wagner's not untouchable, but we're not going to be able to get there. They have Wendell Carter starting over Jalen Duren. Just giving you a little update. They got a lot of players here. They got a lot of guards. Like, they have 3 playable point guards, 2 playable shooting guards. Jalen Suggs, type of season you have. I would love to bring Jalen Suggs on the team. He's 15 a game. They're not trading us him. I'm adding him to the list, but 15 a game for him is great. They're not trading it away, but it's worth a try. And then a big one is this one. Mikal Bridges, fits like a glove for what we want to do. He's averaging 20 on 50, 40, 90. That's my priority number 1. I don't think we have the assets for it. This is our entire list. I'm going to talk to Brooklyn first. That man would just fit so perfectly here. He gives us another guy that can just score. The defense, of course, is a thing. We give them TJ McConnell. We don't want to give up TJ McConnell, but we would have to. We got to make up $2 million. Ooh, that's when things get real rough, because we'd have to give up Ijax. Because if we give up Ben Shepherd, we have to get back a player, and they just don't have the money for that. Yeah, we need somebody that's making more than Ben Shepherd. Obviously, we don't want to give up Ijax. He's our backup. Unless they got somebody for the center position that's like, give us Day'Ron Sharpe back. Yeah, the money doesn't. We don't want to give up Ijax in this trade, man. We don't want to give up Ijax. He's only 2-star value. I think he only jumped up 1 overall, so it's not like I believe he's going to be a stud. But I really like Ijax's game. We'll offer. They're going to say no, obviously. Now, we gave up some picks. So the stipend rule is preventing us from giving up more. We only had 1 to give, and they accepted at 1. Welcome Mikal Bridges to the team. So it's Tyrese, Mikal, Ben, Pascal, and Miles. We need to go get a new backup center. We don't have a ton of assets. Hopefully the backup center won't be too expensive. I'm going to go back across the association, look for backup centers that are on rebuilding teams that are making close to no. Why did they give this man 3 years, $74 million? What? Him and his agents need to go to jail for highway robbery. No way James Wiseman just got that contract. Detroit basketball is in the gutter, man. No way. The Knicks really made a bunch of trades, man. Why is there so many centers in Portland? I have no idea. The Grizzlies had the first pick. Whoa, bro. This is like exactly what they kind of want with everybody being injured in real life. Get the first pick. You draft somebody. He might be a stud. That's crazy. Anyway, I don't need somebody that's going to play a ton of minutes. We don't have the assets for Mark Williams, even though he's not untouchable. We don't have the assets to get Walker Kessler, even though he's not untouchable. Yeah, slim pickings, man. It's like Charles Bassey or nothing. And Charles Bassey is better than nothing. So I will go talk to the Spurs about Charles Bassey and being that secondary center for us. We give up, I guess, Nick Batum. I ain't want to do it. And the Spurs, you get your 2nd round pick back, and then we give you a Mavericks 2nd. And then we give you a Jazz 2nd. Charles Bassey, 3 2nd round picks. Are you kidding me? All right, y'all. We feel all right. We feel all right. Jarris is getting minutes, a lot of power forward minutes for sure. And now I'm actually upset I traded for a center, because when you think about it, Jarris is undersized at 6'7", but he can run some backup center, but maybe not in the playoffs. I like this team a ton, especially with Mikal playing as good as he is, 20 points per game, 50, 40, 90. I don't know if he keeps that up, but we need it. Tyrese might be the MVP of the league right now. Let's go see if he's in the running. He is in the running. He might be the MVP of the league. We keep winning games. We're going to keep winning games. Even though his stats might drop on the scoring because Mikal's in town now, he might win MVP. No MVP award. All good, all good. We can still win a championship. That's more important than a little MVP award. All NBA though, for sure. Yeah, all NBA first team. Indiana. We here, Indy, back-to-back seasons making the playoffs. Ain't done that in a minute. 3 seed, we fell off. We the 2 seed before? I think we were the 2 seed before. We fell off a little bit, y'all. We're going against the Pistons. Now, again, this is a team that gave Wiseman $70 million. So even though they are in the playoffs, I don't trust these boys. 70 M's to Wiseman, and he's not even starting. Good team, though. I think we're better. Game 1, and we have more experience, is a win by a ton. Game 2, I'm assuming it's the same. We should be able to get out of here in 4, maybe 5 if we're respectable to them. But no, we're not respectable to them. The Milwaukee Bucks beat the 2 seed. It is still Dame. It is still Giannis. It is still Chris Middleton. Now it's Norman Powell at the 4 and Bobby Portis at the 5. Dame is dropped to a 90. We are better. Like a lot better. Now, they have the best player in the series at Giannis at 97. But, 96 up there for Tyrese. Do not sleep on him. Game 1 is a loss. Lillard was ridiculous. Okay. This is the good thing about it. We now have Mikal Bridges, so we don't need to ask Tyrese to guard Damian Lillard. It's Mikal's opportunity to showcase why we paid everything we did to get you on the roster. Go slow down Dame. Game 2 we win, and Dame had 25 and 10. Still a lot, but he did shoot 1 for 8 for 3. We'll take that. Tyrese for 43 and 8. Game 3 we win 2. And Dame had another good game. He had 7 threes, but we had 8 threes with our star player. We're up 3-1. We worry too much. We're in the conference finals to go against the team that took us out last season. I love a good recovery. I love some good vengeance. And this is an opportunity for us to get that vengeance, man. We have the better players across the board, other than DeJounte being a smidge better than Mikal Bridges. And overall, they, came in from the 5 seed. They continuously are underdogs. We got respect for them, but they need to guard this man up top. Oh my God, what a game. 40 and 12. Game 2 is not a win because, again, we got a lot of love for Trae Young. Jalen Johnson, as soon as they get this man's shot tendency up, his numbers are going to look really good. His shot tendency is below average. One day they're going to get his shot tendency up, probably in 2K25. We lost 2 games now. So this is where we go back and we say, hey, no, the bench players, give those minutes to our stars. And Obi Toppin should not be getting more minutes than Mikal Bridges under any circumstances. Our big 3 is getting the most minutes. Game 4, 2-2. I was about to say, if they took a 3-1 series lead on us again, I don't know what I'm going to do. I would have to dismantle it from the inside by trading for somebody on their team. But here we go. Going against the almighty OKC Warriors? OKC Thunder. Oh, they added LeBron. I said earlier I had no idea where LeBron went. Now, they didn't have the same record. I forgot we're the 3 seed. They added Bron? Yo, Bron is crazy. But, it's working. He's in the NBA Finals. They have 390 overalls and then a lot of 80s coming off the bench. Now, their backup center, oh, my God, bro. Their backup center is non-existent, so we can maybe capitalize on that. They have 390s, though. Please don't tell me they dominated their way here. They won every series in 6 or less. And we won every series or 6 or less. Man, we can win this. Game 1. It's a Pacer win. We take home court advantage by 1 point. Man, 1 point was all we had of wiggle room. We hit 6 more threes, and that might have been the story. We had 6 more threes. Okay. All right. Game 2. We win again. LeBron. Whoa, Bron. Nah, that's not the Bron me and you know. He 40 at this point. Now, remember, he is 40. Now, he's a 94, but he's 40. That's not the Bron me and you know, but there's 8 points and 7 assists like we back in 2011 NBA Finals. So I knew we weren't going to sweep them. Bron has a huge bounce back game. We expected that. It's Bron and it's Shea. We up 3-1, though. A 6-point win this time around, and guess what? We didn't have great shooting nights for our top guys. It was the Obi Toppin show. In 22 minutes, 20 points, Bron had more field goal attempts than total points. Only 4 free throws between LeBron and Shea. If we prevent them from getting to the line, we win this series easily. They take another game. Okay, they blew us out by a lot. Okay, that's fine. No need to worry, right? No game sevens. And we win. Bron, I'm sorry, man. I would have loved to see you get one more, but this video's not about you. It's about our Pacers, man. And Bron said, I've tried it. I've had enough. Even though I'm not continuing this video, I told him no. You got to keep going, Bron. So I didn't even really have to do much to win this championship. I think I did, 2 trades? That's all it takes is 2 trades? Pascal Siakam is a part of the Indiana Pacers, man. Shout out to them for pulling off that trade. Again, the link is in the description to the podcast. If you want to hear my full thoughts, it's like an hour long. It's a podcast. You know how podcasts go. So let me know, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.